Hello, you beautiful souls. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your card of the day. Okay, we're using Angel Wisdom Tarot deck for our card of the week, and we are using the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray for our card of this is the card of the week, this is the card of the day. This is by Radley Valentine, these are by Kyle Gray. Sorry, I got all that kind of one piece mixed up. And my isms, I am in deliberate creation mode. Everything I create is already blessed. This is because we're in a number 5 day. A number 5 day is about being a visionary, being constantly curious, change, constant change, dynamic change, an escape from freedom, life transformation, all of these kind of things. So today's the day to be adventurous, to break away from the mundane, to break away from the things that might be boring, that might seem a little too routine, to do something a bit different, to go a different way to work, to walk in a different walking pattern, be in the mode of changing and creating and moving forward. It's a good day. It's not necessarily a day where we go, oh my goodness, I can't take it. In addition, we are right on the eve of the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the fall going down under. So our card of the week is VAJRAYOGINI, transcending fear, facing it, being fearless, and embracing the power that we've got within, which incidentally can help if we're resisting the changes that are coming up, which many people are. And all your past actions right here are teaching moments. They present themselves, and every lesson you take brings you to right now, to be exactly who you need to be. And then here we go with the actual affirmations. I am exactly who I need to be at this moment. Whoa. All right then. So here we go. Gertrude, yes, I hear you, see you. And Beatrice, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. They're going to add something to the table. I know they are. They're just sitting quietly, sipping tea. Gertrude is smiling. Beatrice just sitting poised to bring the wisdom of whatever this card is going to be. I'll do one more shuffle, ladies. Okay. I call them ladies. They don't have a gen. Oh, look at this. Ooh. I mean, really, it's all about this. The 7 of fire. Archangel Ariel. And this is the 11 card. So in the major arcana, particularly in this deck, the 11 speaks to, let's see, if I can remember this right, the 12 I know is awakening, but the 11 is all about strength, courage, fearlessness. And look, we've got our subject right here. She is holding a wand, and she's got all these other wands. And if you look around this card, we have all the signs of the zodiac. It's like stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence, challenge the changes you don't want to make, and have courage to face the ones that you can. In those in power, for those who are in power, they need to be challenged. You also need to make a choice about what battles you're choosing today. But what I love about this, I love about all of this, I am exactly who I need to be right at this moment, and everything I create is already blessed. So give yourself permission to be in deliberate creation mode, and with all of your creation, be fearless. fearless of you know what, all of it. I think that when we're looking at the 7 of fire, we're also looking at the ability just to be creative and to defy anyone that says we shouldn't. This is where I feel like we're all walking forward, discovering that what was, or what someone said was, or what someone thought was, or what someone suggested was, is no more. I'm somewhat enjoying the balance of power shifting. The balance of power being anyone who feels that they are important and talks not so much about other people, but all about themselves. I'm seeing the balance of power changing a little bit. Most people are being a little bit more philanthropic. We are looking at each other. We're looking to empower one another, to be equal with one another, to help those who feel trodden upon to rise up, to give them a leg up, to say, come on, you can do it. It's inspiring, it's motivating, and people are following that mode. So don't give up on what you're doing. You've got to start affirming whatever rights you believe in, particularly spiritual rights. Learning to say no when you know it's just not right, putting boundaries down, defending whatever position you've got, challenging the people in power, encouraging, bringing courage through a little bit of adversity. Now, this can also mean you are up for some awkward conversations. In Marianne Williamson's book, Return to Love, she tells a story about how she was having an impassioned conversation with a friend and they were disagreeing. And a third party made the observation that they felt like they were always fighting, that these two were always at it. And Marianne Williamson wrote about how people can have disagreements in a passionate way. It doesn't mean to say they don't like each other or don't love each other. And I find that most people that love each other a lot will put boundaries down and stand their ground. And that's where respect comes in. That's where you're not settling for second best. You're choosing to be who you are, stand your ground, and take that on. This is a duality day, a day that carries a message of choosing whatever battles, whatever sides you want. I don't like the word sides. That doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's get back up to this camera here. Okay, Beatrice. So Beatrice is, when I see Beatrice and she wants to say something, she's got this cup of tea. Like when I look at these two, it's a bit like I'm looking across. Imagine looking at a stage in a way, like a clearing, and this big, large round table. And there's, tea, whatever. Gertrude has got her cakes and her good things, which is representing the goodness in us. It's representing the deserving part of us. It's representing the fun, the frivolity, the lightness of who we are. That's who Gertrude is. Brings that little piece of silly, but not stupid. It's just silliness, quirkiness, a little bit like, oh, okay. And then we have Beatrice, who sits poised to say something. So when she's sitting ready to say something, I see her sort of going like this and like, I got to. So what do you want to say? She's saying that we have to be careful in so much that any disagreement and holding your own station, she says. Okay, I'll let you talk. When you hold your own position and you hold your own station, you have to be careful not to offend people. You're coming from a place of change. You're coming from a place of fearlessness. You're coming from a place of courage, and you're coming from a place of strength. And sometimes that can be seen by other people as being intimidating. People are put off by it. People can be insulted by it. People can be offended by it. So, my dear, don't go at it with like a bull at a china shop, and don't start breaking off ideas that people have had, they have been set with. For example, when we're having a conversation about a person, a situation, other people, etc., 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 and they're sharing themselves with you, and you having a difference of opinion, you can simply sit back and say something to the effect of, that is interesting. And that is interesting, but only invite only get into an impassioned conversation when you're invited to do so. When you're invited to do so, that's your opportunity to be creative. And to say, I may not share your same sentiments, but if I may, I'd like to sit with that. I'd like to take on your point of view and see if there's somewhere that we can find some common ground. Things like this, where you teach people how to compromise, or how to be a little more diplomatic, is what she's saying. You can be courageous. You can say no. You can sit in your power. You can sit in your fire. And she's saying, absolutely, you should do that. We should do that today. We should be creative with the way we embrace changes. We should be deliberately making decisions about what battles we choose or where we choose, but always with the idea of love, always with the idea of joy, always with the idea of happiness, and always with the idea of making a positive change for something better. And then she sits back. Thank you. And I'm hoping that makes sense. Gertrude, do you have anything to add to that? She says, any adverse situation is better with a smile on your face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, this reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire. If you've ever seen that movie, she delivers, Robin Williams does incredible, brings that spirit in. And the spirit of Mrs. Doubtfire brings these lines with a smile on their face, but they're always somewhat a little bit zingers. If you look at that, if you watch that movie, it's crazy. All right, my friends, I think that's it. Before I go, apologies. I take these videos, I record them, I download them to a software program. That software program allows me to put the introduction in it, add the bits to it, put the ends to it, so I segment them together. It saves it all together in a tidy little parcel and then puts it back on the desktop. From there, I have to upload it to YouTube. When I upload it to YouTube, sometimes part of the video just gets stuck and it freezes. So I played back the original content yesterday, and it was right there. It was all there. Audio, video, the lot was there. Somehow, when I reloaded it up, it worked. And sometimes it doesn't. So thank you for commenting, and my apologies for whatever happened in Digital Land. And with that said, see you tomorrow. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.